Hello and welcome you guys to Gamers Lifecycle Gaming News. It's me, House, and I'll be telling you about what has been going on in the gaming world this week. And believe me, we got a lot to talk about, so let's jump right in. Okay, the first news we got for you today is kind of crazy to think about, but it's happening anyways. So apparently, Mr. Beast is coming to Fortnite as a character, and he will be bringing his crazy challenges along with him, as he will be giving away $1 million on December 17th. To participate in this challenge, you have to play something called Mr. Beast Extreme Survival Challenge. Simply, the player who gets the highest score in the challenge will be declared the winner. So, what are you waiting for? Just go play some Fortnite. Speaking of going, the news of Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard isn't going away anytime soon, as regulators across the world have been showing their disagreement with this whole deal. And most recently, the FTC, aka the Federal Trade Commission, is suing to block this acquisition from happening. One of the FTC directors said, and I quote, "Microsoft has already shown that it can and will withhold content from its gaming rivals." He also said, "Today, we seek to stop Microsoft from gaining control over leading independent game studios and using it to harm competition in multiple dynamic and fast-growing gaming markets." Dude, to be honest, this is some wild stuff. I mean, the deal itself was kind of wild, like $70 billion for a gaming studio. I mean, a deal from this caliber will face some obstacles, that's for sure. But you know what? After this, we don't really know what's going to happen. I guess we'll just wait and see. What do you guys think? Will this deal go through? Sticking with Microsoft, Phil Spencer of Microsoft claims that Sony wants to grow by making Xbox smaller. Phil had an interview recently and he said, and I quote, "Sony is trying to protect its dominance on the consoles market and they want to grow by making Xbox smaller." He also mentioned that PlayStation is a major opposer to the deal and that they are objecting to its acquisition of Activision Blizzard. In my opinion, that could be true, as PlayStation position will be weakened if this deal goes through. And we kind of started seeing PlayStation preparing to push back and not lose its position of power by start selling, their first party games on PC. And speaking of that, actually, Sony just announced that Returnal, one of the highly rated games on PlayStation, is coming to PC. However, we don't really know when will it be released, but what we do know that the game will require 16 gigs of RAM to run smoothly. And for optimal experience, the devs recommend 32 gigs of RAM to run higher settings. Anyways, before we continue, if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Now, did you think we finished with Microsoft news just because we talked about Sony for a little bit? If you did, then I'm sorry my friend to tell you that you're wrong, as Microsoft has just announced that their first party games prices will jump to $70 starting next year, matching Sony's pricing for next-gen games. I mean, we did see this coming sooner or later from the first time EA and 2K decided to raise their games prices, which, they don't really deserve that much, especially for EA and 2K, but it was happening anyways, and we already know it. And that's how companies run things, I guess. And you know what? We'll just have to pull an extra $10 from our wallets every time we want to buy a new game now. With that, Microsoft news are covered for this week, and let's move on to our next topic. Did you know what happened this week though? The Game Awards happened, and it brought with it some cool games announcement, most notably Hades 2, baby. We also got Death Stranding 2, Armored 6, Tekken 8, Judas, Star Wars Jedi Survivor gameplay. We already know about this game, but now we got the gameplay revealed as well, which is cool, I think. And by the way, all the trailers are put together in a playlist for you and are linked in the description if you want to check them out. Well, you already know about this one, but I'll tell you anyways. Elden Ring was chosen to be Game of the Year despite the presence of God of War Ragnarok. Ragnarok was my Game of the Year. I really didn't get into Elden Ring, although everybody was really crazy about it. Everybody was streaming it, everybody was playing it. But I really never got into it, so God of War is my Game of the Year. And you know what? Speaking of these two giant games, Elden Ring also got a free PvP update called the Coliseum or something like this. and it's now available for everyone that owns the game. And God of War Ragnarok also got an update. This update brings photo mode and some bug fixes as well. And sticking with more God of War news, apparently this new God of War reboot is getting a TV series and it's going to be made by Amazon. This news just got revealed this morning, so I guess we'll have to wait for more information and see how this will turn out. But what do you guys think? Will God of War work as a TV series? Me personally, I really don't think so, but we'll just have to wait and see. Moving on, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt just got a next-gen update, bumping the graphics, adding ray tracing and performance mode for those of you who plays on console, as well as adding different camera mode and some combat changes. And if you own this game, then this update is already live as of today. Download it and your game would look as good as if it was new. Speaking of new things, we actually got a new game this week called High on Life. This goofy, hilarious looking game just got released and it's included with Game Pass if you're looking to play it. And if not, and you want to watch it on YouTube only, then I got you, my friend, as we have here in this channel the full game walkthrough with and without commentary. We provided you with it and you choose what you like. This game was really fun and interesting as it had a lot of 18 plus jokes, if you know what I mean. And I think that's what made it so hilarious, honestly. Next up we got Unreal Engine news. As Unreal Engine got an update to 5.1, this update will focus on Nanite and Lumen work and applies them to more things in gaming worlds. What does that mean, you ask? Well, this means we are getting a level of details overhaul, which also means more realistic graphics and no performance impact, which is always nice, you know? But if you are interested in knowing more about this, then I got a link for you in the description down below for Unreal Sensei, as he goes deeper into explaining what does all these, Unreal 5.1 do. Moving on, Riot Games is suing a Chinese company called NetEase for its alleged Valorant copy, Hyperfront. I find this somewhat ironic as Riot Games have been copying games themselves. I mean, come on, League of Legends is just a copy of Dota. And Valorant itself is a copy of CSGO, but with abilities, you know? Such a huge difference. Honestly, I'm not a legal expert, but I don't know. I don't think Riot will win this time. Lastly, a new report shows that PUBG Mobile has made $9 billion in live consumer spending, which is about 4 years. Dude, I don't know what to say, but that's crazy. Could you imagine making that much money in 4 years only? Anyways, you guys, this was all the gaming news we have for you this week. What did you guys think? Did Elden Ring really deserve to be Game of the Year? And are you excited for Returnal coming to PC? Also, are you going to try your luck with MrBeast Fortnite challenge? And lastly, if you earn $9 billion like PUBG, where will you spend it? Like, I'm just curious, honestly. Like, how could you spend that much money and what could you spend it on? I'm looking forward to hear from you guys in the comment section. And before I go, please don't forget to like and subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out our latest videos. Again, this is Aus and I hope you a wonderful rest of your week. Peace out.